In San Francisco, Kamala let violent criminals like Devondre Broussard go free, and then he murdered 2 men. Kamala always puts criminals first. Don't make America her next victim. Make America Great Again Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
You have learned nothing. Chaos is unknowable, unpredictable. You are in no way prepared to stop the pain you will endure.
Oh, that's an overhead, huh? Whoa. It is a high, though. Ah! Okay, I see. I can't believe I dropped this combo. Nice. He fell for it. Oh, shit. Just finish it off with that. See, I dropped the combo ender, but that was a nice reset right there. Oh my god, why would the hell would I do that from that range? Shit. Didn't wait long enough. Alright.
Never meet.
Oh, that's an overhead, that's right.
Fight, show yourself.
Ah, damn it. Whoa. Oh, I thought that was he was gonna grab me there. What the hell?
Idiot.
That thing came down fast. Was it faster down one? Ooh. Oh god. Damn.
So unseen, attacking from a distance.
Oh, the staggers.
There are rules. Only boys don't fight in tournaments. We fight wars. If I am hidden, you must reveal me. That should be second nature to someone with your pedigree. I was wrong, thinking you worthy of
Come
that
on.
armor.
Oh, nice dive kick. Block. It's not good, guys. It's dangerous.
You are my instructor and my commander. Don't confuse that with being my superior.
Damn it! Oh, man. Yeah, I couldn't get in. Ooh. That was a nice extended combo right there. Yeah, in that situation, he just didn't get hit. So, when I got my hit, you know, I put in work, but I have to actually get the hit in order to put in work. You know what? I gotta throw in some of these Scorpion overheads. That's one thing I haven't been doing.
Now who isn't worthy?
Had I not shown myself, you never would have found me.
You don't like my combat? Send me back to the air mountains.
You do not go home until I have made you the perfect Lin Kuei.
All right,
I
look at
made your
that. See,
parents
I
that
got the
promise,
touches, and guess what
and
happened?
I will keep it.
Good things happen. I got the damage. Nice. Ooh, that's still comboed?
My husband and I are going through IVF treatments now. It could be our only chance to have a family.
Once again,
But
you
Donald Trump's
outdo
plan
yourself.
could ban
This
IVF in some
facility,
states.
The armor.
My husband is
Even
in the
your father's
military.
dreams weren't
He
so
volunteered to
grand.
serve.
Only
We are
you
patriots
could have
and we go where
replaced
he
him
is
as our
assigned.
master armorer.
What if we end up in a state where IVF is no longer
Is
legal?
that disrespect?
What will we do then?
You are fortunate
I'm Kamala
Sektor
Harris,
is your
and I approve
mentor.
this message.
None is intended, Grandmaster.
With your permission, I will begin the armor's mass production.
First, it must be tested.
Hi.
We
How
have
would you
found
find the
Kuai
answer in
and
all
his
this
Shirai
data?
Ryu.
I would use Sasvaya.
They gather at the Wuxi for his wedding.
Ben's drowning in data again.
No, I'm not.
what
I'm a
he's
super
done.
strong swimmer.
Surprise will
Yeah.
give us the tactical
Oh,
advantage.
here we go.
You may win me back up, but find me useful.
Yeah, no, I need to move
No
desks.
one will
The quickest way
respect
from a
us.
billion points of data to a point of view.
Than
Sasvaya.
respected.
Atlas, in the hot
Still cannot believe that
In
Liu
Atlas.
Kang capitulated to
Goes by the name of
Outworld.
Atlas the Bookkeeper.
That
How
he
you feeling, my
agreed
friend?
To break up our clan. He was
Let's do this. Let's get this
spineless.
out of the way. So we
As
can move
was
on to better
Kuai
stuff. 'Cause I
Liang
want to
for
react to a
fighting
bunch of
his
games.
surrender.
All right.
They
So here's
gave
the
up
deal.
on the Lin
All right.
Kuei, but we
As you know,
will not.
Last
Go.
month, all right,
Begin
I
attack
did a
preparations.
big, co-reacting the Review Tech USA documentary by June the King, along with the guys from Kino Casino. It was pretty darn epic, and if you missed it, it's in its entirety on my
suspects her
PSP Reacts
deception.
channel.
Eventually, she
And also,
will
I even
learn the
took
truth
highlights
about
out
Kuai
of it
Liang.
there as well. All right, it was
will
the
be
big epic
ready
moment
when she
where I felt
does.
Rich, and I got his last chip, and I still have it right here. Right? It was a pretty awesome moment, and people are remembering this as one of the momentous things that happened here this year. Well, after that, basically I did an interview, Keemstar, and he's like, what you should do is you should have these people who have gripes with you, or you have gripes with, as part of your content right away. Stuttering Craig and Review Tech USA, and get it done with. That would be good content. Everyone wants to see it. So I said, you know what, let's do it. So I reached out to Craig, and we had our interview, and of course we had a big disagreement or whatever, but who cares? Now that's at least done, right? Like, we're not going to have interactions anymore. We're done with each other. That's it. We move on, right? Review Tech basically completely ignored me for a very long time. I'm not even kidding you, for over a month. I basically had messaged him. Oh, I'm sorry, Dark Ethan, I will shut that out in a moment. I did miss your super chat. Basically, I private messaged him on Twitter. And I asked him about appearing on the show, saying now is the time to do this, Let's hash it out. Let's find out what your actual problem with me supposedly is after all these years of you harassing me and shit, Now everyone wants you on my show rather than me coming on yours, so let's make this happen. And he ghosted me for about a month. Like, he wouldn't respond at all, okay? Then, I haven't told you guys this, he started acting really bizarre.
Me of when Chris
like,
and
he
I
started
got
tweeting
hitched.
me weird. He tweeted me a picture of LTG.
I bet that was epic.
I'm serious, not
was
tweeting me,
before I got
he
famous.
DM'd me a picture of LTG.
Small service.
And I DM'd him back, and I'm
modest
like,
church.
what is this supposed to mean?
Simple
Yeah,
times.
I'm already like clowning on this guy on the internet because he doesn't know how to do business. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. Then he sent me a picture of like a guy, like an old man, being startled by like a parrot. And I was like, I really don't know what the hell this means, Rich. And then I realized, I was like, he's just high. Like, he's just high as shit all the time now. And he just does stupid shit because he's high as fuck all the time. Right? So I gave up. I was basically like, at this point, I don't give a crap. Like, I just don't see the point in me pursuing doing anything with this guy because I don't think anything's gonna come of it. I think that he's literally just high all the time. His streams, everyone says the only reason people attend his streams is to fucking make fun of him because he's a train wreck now. It's not like people are attending his streams because they like him and like the content. They're only attending because they want to, like, basically, razz the guy and celebrate their bond. And that's sad. They celebrate each other. Million subs on YouTube and a lot of people like successful business, and he himself hates it. Now, thank you, Dark Ethan, for a $15 Canadian super chat. I believe that would be probably more than Cabal. I know that Canadian dollars is as much as US dollars, but I'm not going to sit here Cool. Okay, so here's the deal, right? I haven't heard from this guy directly. All I've had is these two responses to random pictures. And I want to say for like 3 or 4 days. I did this one last time, and I made it clear to you the last time I was on him. I was like, so this is your last chance, all right? At this point, I don't know why you won't even just respond and say no, but all I'm saying is this way we have a conversation about it rather than it just being bad blood.
hell no.
It could
We
go
are
very
not
much like the
doing
Keemstar
Red
interview.
Wedding.
Or it might not. I
Game
don't
of
know.
Thrones.
But I have no
Season
intention of
3,
having you on my show and
episode
treating you like dirt or whatever. I want to have a
You,
real
my
conversation
friend,
with you
are
about everything and what the hell
both
has
of
really
you,
been going
not
on all
now.
this time. You know, so, you know, I think you should take the opportunity because right now, I hate to say it, it's sad what's happening with you and your business and stuff like that. You know, and that
Don't
was
worry,
it. So that was
I
like
got
3 or
you.
4 days ago. All right? Did I get a response? No. He didn't respond. Okay? So I'm done with the guy. Right? I'm like, I gave him a chance. It's been over a month. I've been asking him to be on my show. He will not respond. These stupid pictures instead. He's probably high off.
God,
I'm
we
done with
better
this.
have a sister.
Right? So there you go. So all of a sudden, last night, some people start reaching out to me. Are you aware that I tweeted? No, I'm not aware. You tweeted in my timeline.
When did the Lin Kuei go mecha anime?
Dumb shit.
Who the hell are they?
Yellow and red. They have to be Cyrax and Sektor. But I can't believe they would do this.
As we cannot believe you broke faith with the Lin Kuei.
Right? So, apparently, alright, we're gonna take a look at this again. This is what he did last time.
Wash your body, use a multi-loofah, a dirty washcloth, or that guy that just uses their hands while only scrubbing your pits in private. I'm talking to you. It's the body lover. Body scrubber designed 100% antibacterial soap. Cleaner and smoother all over. The length and bristles exfoliate your body while removing dead skin, reducing gray hairs, and build up that lather. Its ergonomic design and no-slip handle ensures easy maneuvering through those hard-to-reach areas. If you upgrade to the body bundle, you'll also get 2 bottles of ultra premium body wash. Infused with our signature quality fragrance and ingredients like aloe vera. Order the body bundle today at manscaped.com and receive free shipping.
Yep. Special. Special.
Let's use it. Decipher what we're looking at. Who's on my team?
Kuai Liang has led you astray.
So here's what he said. They call me DSP. I'm down for that interview this upcoming week. Let's go. And he tweets, Batman versus the Diddler. Diddle beats Batman, and it's P. Diddy
That is not our mission.
with 2 things of baby oil in his hand. Running around, and Batman is full. Okay? So, for the record, this is a meme that's been on the internet for a few days, ever since P. Diddy got arrested, and apparently he's being indicted for all kinds of things. I'm not exactly sure what is going on with the situation. I don't follow that shit. So I'm reading it. First of all, what does this
Thomas, they've broken their
have
oath.
to do
They
with
are fair
this?
game.
I
But
just-
she is not Lin Kuei. She only attacks
Either of us
people.
have any involvement with sex trafficking, and have any of us been arrested by the FBI?
It disgusts me.
No.
Oh, you've
Come on, maybe
corrupted the
not
Lin
this
Kuei.
one. At least not on mine. On my end, you know, things are pretty sweet and clean over here. There's nothing going on like that. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they give it to him to I really have no idea. All right. But it's very confusing. You know, why? What does this have to do with this? I have no idea whatsoever. But I can tell you right now. All right. The immediate.
You should have kept
For
faith,
me,
Kuai Liang.
I like, why is he doing it? Like, I'm not gonna get out, right? But literally, I DM this guy. Like maybe like once every other week for the last, you know, and he's just not responding. He's nothing to do with it. See what I mean? Like, so what the hell? I first of all, he actually does want to do an interview, right? Why would you post something like this instead of responding to the DMs that are already open? Where I've talked to him about this and he ignored me. So that's number one, makes no sense whatsoever why he would do it like this, right? Number two, What is this supposed to mean? Is this insinuating something? I really have no idea. It doesn't even make sense to post something like this because now, of course, everyone's wondering what the fuck he's talking about. It has nothing to do with me. That's for sure, right?
Yes,
like, what are you talking about? Here's the other thing, too, right? I'm down to that interview this upcoming week. Let's go. You said that I wanted to interview this week.
I told you this isn't your fight.
Do you know my schedule?
You want him?
As I've already said, this week is a weird week for me. I have a 4-day streaming week that's really short. Where I have to do a lot of content in a short period of time.
You know
and I don't even know what my next week's streaming schedule is.
No,
I'm currently
it is
working on
quietly
getting
anxious
2
betrayed the
different
Lin
guests on the show. And they may be in the first half of October. So if that's the case, what makes you think that now, because you decided to respond, that now I drop everything that I'm working on for you to be on the show? Like, who made you the king of the universe that you're more important, right?
My brother went
like, I'll be
even
honest with you.
further.
I mean, even if
broke his sacred oath
he
and sided
wants
with
to be on the
outsiders
show,
against
he's not going to be on the
Earthrealm.
show this week. I had no plans on doing an interview this week. I just did one last week, and I told you guys I don't want to do an interview every week.
Did I have
I feel like
this
that's
when
taking
last
too much
we
of my
saw
time
each
when I
other?
should be making progress
Who do
in
you
games
think is
and the like.
responsible?
So why am I going to have him on the show this week? The answer is I'm not. Like, even if we agree to it, he's not coming on this week. This is not happening. Okay? But it's this simple. All right?
You knew about
You have to contact me via DMs.
I
so we
share
can talk
his
it out,
vision for the
figure out
Lin
how we're gonna
Kuei.
do it, what the schedule is,
Won't
all
be
of that.
bound by
It's
Liu
not gonna be
Kang's
you
limits.
yelling out to the void
Breaking
of
our
Twitter.
traditions,
"Hey, I wanna
our
do
vows,
something." No one cares.
I won't stand
Might as
for
well
it.
see the wall
Which is
that's
why
next
we
to
kept
house
you
right
from
now,
the
Rick.
truth.
You can yell at that
Now
fucking
that you
wall.
know you are a
That's gonna
threat
give
to
you
the
more of a
Lin
response
Kuei,
than
and
me.
you must be
You remember when
imprisoned
you started
alongside my
yelling shit
brother.
on his Twitter account, and how effective that was? What you need to do is contact me. Just like I'm gonna send you a DM. Respond and talk to me, okay? It's that simple, okay? So it's that simple, right? So I don't need right? This has nothing to do with me at all. This is crafty and, pretty much, underhanded in this rap
Are no longer my grandmaster.
Hey, what's going on? How are you? Sorry, I was watching a video in the background. How you doing? Hydrate. Yeah, I gotta go get a drink. How you doing? Good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, of course. Anytime. I wish that would hit. Nice. That's cool. Oh, really good. Awesome. Yeah, I had a great Saturday. Really? Couldn't hit.
How was I fooled by your lies?
An excellent question, Cyrax.
Kuai Liang, I have no words. In my heart, I doubted this mission, but in the rush to prove myself,
That's no excuse.
Thanks.
No, it is not. There can only be one punishment.
Please, Kuai Liang. She was deceived. Give her mercy. Your gift to me on our wedding day.
As you wish. But no, you are not forgiven. This day has seen too much Shirarayu blood.
The Lin Kuei retreat. We've turned them away.
Thank you, Raiden. And also to the Shaolin. I am sorry to have entangled you in my family's squabble. Detain Bihan and Sektor. We will deal with them upon our return to the compound.
Respectfully, no. Their crimes are not only against you, but against Earthrealm and Outworld. Their fate lies in the hands of Lord Liu Kang and Empress Melina.
Spare their lives? Are you mad?
I agree. They must answer for aiding Shao's rebellion. And of course, I leave their punishment to you. But killing them will neither restore Sindel, nor ease your loss.
But it will give me great pleasure. Empress, please.
Nice.
When Shao's rebellion ended, and he was imprisoned, my advisors also urged mercy, to smother the seditious fire he'd lit. But it stayed, smoldering among his followers. And when Shao escaped from his cell, it reignited. Now, my sister's armies are stretched to their limits.
And as always, Earthrealm's might is at your disposal to help deal with Shao's threat. What I ask in return is that together, we try to break the cycle of violence as partners in peace.
What's this?
Interlopers from yet another timeline.
Yes, but whose?
Oh yeah, this game is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm playing the new story.
Havoc. The cleric of chaos is a keeper of time. This day will not end well.
How can it not? I finally meet the man who inspired my life's work. Thank you, Lord Liu Kang.
Spare me the theatrics, Havoc. Explain.
I fought against you at the pyramid, alongside Titan Shang Tsung. He came to my timeline and sought my aid. Until then, I'd no inkling other timelines existed, let alone that they could be made to fight.
That is why you are here. To pit my timeline against yours in combat.
Yours, mine, all timelines. You cannot imagine the chaos.
Can I presume the next death you seek is mine?
That comes later. For now, I only need him.
The odds are not in our favor. We are Ungari, Chameleon. We won't fail.
Better to let real warriors handle this.
You and
the Empress's mercy. Once set, her mind doesn't change.
We are not fighting for her mercy. We are fighting for our lives.
Oh yeah, especially against fucking Quan Chi. I try to stream every day.
So much for chaos magic.
Usually around the same time as well. But this isn't like a career or anything, I just do this for fun. You haven't had it for maybe like a year now. Yeah. I've been having fun.
You have no business here.
Ooh, that was cool. Oh, man.
My sisters! That would be foolish and unnecessary.
Deal with them.
Their weapons need work. They were defeated easily.
They saved your sisters, did they not? Time for them to finish the job.
Fight.
Are all Lord Havoc's mages useless?
Fight.
Yeah, I did. I've been over like and alerts.
Now have you had enough?
You are a good fighter.
It is not just you Ungari who train from birth. My parents raised me to be Lin Kuei. My skills are their legacy.
With me.
Damn, bro.
His skills, they're unnatural.
trust your
I think I have all that too.
to endure and survive.
Now do you appreciate the armor?
Oh yeah, he's nuts.
If only you had built it for a more noble purpose.
Whatever its intended purpose, it now serves Lord Havoc's. You will fight and die for his amusement. Rejoice. Embrace the chaos. Fight.
Embrace chaos. I will embrace victory.
Ew. Yeah, maybe.
I loathe chaos.
He is ours, Lord Havoc. When I return, there will be anarchy.
They will not escape. Beyond! No!
I hope you are fond of chaos.
Tanya, detain her.
Empress, perhaps she has earned
Nah, I'm
mercy.
good, man. Thank you, though.
She aided us in combat. Only because we faced a common foe. She was complicit in Mother's death. She deserves no mercy.
She may not, Empress. But we will need her aid in the current crisis. We shall take the time to discuss.
As you wish.
is a gifted fighter. He will do well in the arena. No. For him, I have other plans. To pass the time while I infuse my Kamidogu with Gearus' time crystals.
What are Kamidogu?
You don't know. See for yourself. They are powerful, ancient relics. When used together, they can remake this timeline's reality. My genius was discerning that they could also shape the reality of other timelines.
If first infused with their time crystals.
He has brains to go with his brawn.
Shouldn't you have captured Liu Kang? Why capture Gearus?
Because he is the only being who has lived in all prior timelines. Which means the time crystals within him contain the building blocks of all current timelines. Once my Kamidogu are infused with them, I will have the power to remake all timelines as I see fit.
Condemning us all to anarchy.
Not condemned. Elevated. Perfected. As you will be, once I'm finished.
This new Havoc is different from ours. The one who helped Xiao's rebellion. He doesn't want freedom. He wants to burn everything down. Smashing timelines together so he can watch them fight?
Our Havoc is less crazed because I recrafted his destiny when I restarted time. Meeting Titan Havoc proves it was wise I did.
First that Shang Tsung, now this Havoc? Will the threats from these Titans
Yeah, I'm
never
not sure.
cease? Tell me, how do we escape this crisis?
We must rescue Gearus before Havoc takes from him what he needs.
I will dispatch several legions. Katana
Your
will...
Majesty, they are needed here. Shao's escape, his renewed rebellion leave Outworld vulnerable. Similarly, I cannot go, as my absence would leave the timeline vulnerable.
Which is why you believe we need Sektor.
As Lin Kuei, she and Cyrax are trained for this type of mission, and they have the benefit of being with us here. I can send them immediately, under Scorpion's command.
I want neither's help. I will go alone.
That would be unwise. Do not doubt Cyrax's need to make amends. And do not doubt Sektor's hatred of Havoc's chaos, or her longing for Sub-Zero's safe return. Neither will betray us.
Trust Sektor. Are you sure?
No. I am also not sure I trust you. But Liu Kang is right. We must act. You understand the terms of your release?
Retrieving Gearus is our priority. Rescuing Bihan
is secondary. We save him only if the mission is not put at risk.
That was made clear.
Do not forget. Move! Liu Kang is waiting.
Is this Outworld?
I have never seen the like. Nor have I.
No distractions. Either of you.
scolds me like some new initiate? Calm yourself. We cannot save our timeline if we fight among ourselves.
When this crisis ends, we settle our differences.
Obey no rules. Follow no laws. All that your heart desires is right. All that your body craves is holy. From the time you were born, Order's minions have poisoned your mind. Parents telling you what to believe. Priests telling you how to worship. Politicians how to think. Let Lord Havoc cleanse you with its chaos. Let him scour your soul clean with its blessings. Let him hand you with its protection. Only he can save you from Order's oblivion.
It is madness. We must find Giras in this.
Beating your gums. He's getting nothing from me.
Once he breaks the cryomancer, you will be next.
Name: Jonathan Cage. Rank: Lieutenant Colonel. Serial number: Piss off.
If he leads a resistance, perhaps he knows where to find Giras. And the cryomancer that Tarkatan mentioned, it must be Bihan.
I concur. Welcome to the party, baby doll. What's your name?
Call me Sektor.
I'll call you anytime you want. I love a broad that can fight.
Fight.
Your teeth to yourself.
Fight.
All foes here so inept?
I like your grit. You've ruined me for the girls back home.
Less flirting, more fighting.
We seek chaos. You defend order. It will be destroyed. Fight.
Honestly, yeah.
You have many souls, but little skill. Lin Kuei don't die easily.
What in blue blazes? Oh, shit. This is some bad business.
Never seen a Zateran?
Is that what the hell he is?
Lord Havoc wants you captured. Your choice if it is dead or alive.
Zateran's never impressed me. I choose to be on my way.
Are you hurt?
Not a scratch.
Allow me to salute your tailor. That is a hell of a fine suit. Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Cage, U.S. Army, 44th Infantry. One moment I was fighting Hitler in France. The next, I was here, fighting some asshole named Havoc.
We have a Johnny Cage where we come from. Though the two of you have little in common.
6 months ago,
I'd have been gobsmacked by that. But now, I realize I'm... we're... a dime a dozen. This mashed up worlds thing has got my brain foobar.
Foobar?
Lieutenant Colonel, what happened? At ease, friends. He's with me. Thank Argus you are safe. I'd be a gold star in Mama's window if it weren't for these fine people. Emperor, meet Sektor, and... I'm sorry, I never got your names.
Scorpion, this is Cyrax. I am Rain. No need to use my title, as I no longer have an empire. Havoc has taken it. I assume you're among his latest victims. You do not yet seem the worse for wear.
Havoc arrived recently in our timeline, kidnapping a being who is key to his plans to destroy it. We are here to retrieve him. We've been trying to take Havoc down, but we've got shit to show for it. Our attack on his citadel was a bust. A lot of folks died. Rain's wife, Tanya, got captured.
She is to fight for Havoc's perverse pleasure tomorrow in his arena. To the death. The being Havoc kidnapped. I would think he is at the Citadel. It is where Havoc spends his time.
Can you get us there?
Sure thing. But getting in, finding your friend, it's a whole nother kettle of fish. Rain's wife is the only one with a scoop on the Citadel's layout.
Then we must save her before it is too late. Your aid is welcome, but be warned, death is more likely than success.
That is awesome.
Care to make a wager?
The sorcerer, no question.
Frost will win. Every variant of her who's ever fought here has been fierce.
I should have kept Chronica alive after taking her hourglass. So I could rub her nose in what I've made of her golden balance.
She would disapprove?
She would despise it. It was her own fault. She didn't think me a threat.
There are so many Havocs.
All equally revolting. Reiko and Li Mei, the rulers Tanya and I deposed, also revered blood sports. I had hoped I had seen their end. How long did you hold power? Before Havoc came? Long enough to miss what he destroyed. Everything changed in an instant. Our timeline merged into his and was reduced to anarchy.
Enjoyed that, you will revel in what comes next. A new combatant will entertain us. One who dared to resist. Welcome, Tanya!
neutralize them before combat begins.
Seems we have an unexpected but welcome wrinkle. Tanya will have partners in combat.
What's happening?
Rain! What are you doing? You shouldn't be here.
Without my Empress, I am not an Emperor. You celebrate too soon. This fight is just beginning.
Who are they?
They're friends, Tanya.
You had no chance of sneaking in here unnoticed. Kenshi's blade excels at ferreting out intruders. I was not expecting you three quite so soon. Your Liu Kang was shrewd to take the initiative.
Come down here, Havoc! We are waiting!
Yes! Entertain your lackeys by fighting us yourself.
You died too quickly. My followers deserve so much more!
Havoc needs to do better than that.
When my Chris fells you, Order's collapse will be hastened. With every strike of it, my soul is one step closer to chaos.
Rain.
Chaos gains no ground. Fight. As long as I live, I will keep anarchy at bay.
voted for Donald Trump.
I voted for him twice. I won't vote for him again. January.
Right? So, I don't know, again, until he actually, like, stopped being high, because I did respond to him, by the way, I don't actually know what it does. So I said, are you high again, Rich? You should respond to the DM instead of yelling to the public, because that's what someone with brain cells remaining would do. Exactly right. I feel like this is like, his brain has been acting so badly by the edibles that for so odd now, it's dawned on him that it's a good idea to interview with me. I can't imagine why. After, you know, like, the best time to do it was right after our reaction to his documentary, right?
Well done.
Right on his heels. And people would have cared. At this point, I'll be honest, I mean, there's some people who care, but not that many anymore. He waited too long. We could defeat right? You gotta strike when the iron's hot. The iron's not hot anymore. No one's talking about Rich. He's an afterthought. He's forgotten to the internet. The only people who watch him are people who are laughing at him as a joke. Nobody cares. For him to be on the show, right? I mean, it's so different ways. It's a completely different conversation. And we have to talk about things going on. Why? It's so bad. Like men, we can talk about anything. Listen, I don't like you. I guess we can stop the next show from now on, right? There's a lot of stuff coming out of Rich. He's the kind of guy that I told you, I reached out to this guy. Alright? I think when he public knowledge on the internet that his daughter was very ill. I reached out to him, I called him after he was sick, and I let him know that I felt very bad about what's going on, and I wished him the best. Alright? And then later that day, he goes on the internet and on his Twitter.
The waters will sweep you away.
He thanked me for the message. And then he went and crapped on it. Then later on said, oh, well, you know, he still only did that for what are you talking about? Every time I do feel bad, Boogie announced his answer, I don't think him. Right? Like, these things happen. Sometimes you just have to say, listen, I wish you guys really sad to be happy. The world has your back. It's all happy. It's better than it. You know, Jim, everything's a hidden agenda. No, Rich, that's probably the truth. Yeah, that's what someone does. I'm not saying I don't care. You didn't care about my fucking public image. No one likes me anyway.
Tyrants
right?
always fall.
What are you talking about? It was a private message to you to wish you the best. And then you're proud of me. That's not something that a fucking nice person does. You're not a nice person. And I think that's the point.
Just one
is that if he comes to this interview with me, he's got some explaining to me why he's behaving in such a heinous way.
That's your idea.
To me,
not on each other.
Why is it
to behold those who bring you death.
Rag on Darkside Phil. Because that's all this is the point. Like, oh, I'm not gonna die that shitbag's on watch my content. Oh, let's do a crap on Darkside Phil. Right? He does it in the same moron fucking shitbaggery. And you know, but that's it. Like, who cares about that? Watching on the top. The only care for A-Lock. Right? So, that's what I think the purpose would be. Let's hash it out. At the end of the day, we had the conversation. Move on, whether it's put out, whether it's or not. Right? But I don't think what'll happen is, come on, no matter what he says, it doesn't matter. After this incident, and it doesn't matter how long he seems to have a conscience. He's without a fucking conscience.
Death will come no closer.
So, fight. Anyway, so here's where I'm leaving. CDM, talk about it if streaming in public is going to do anything, he's still a mistake. I'm not going to give a shit on his timeline 400 times. I want to be on the show, never be on the show. He has to be a normal human being, alright? So we'll see what happens. Now he's acting normal. That he has to stop
Do not be so quick to demand attention.
Consciously formulate sentences, type them out, and at the end of me,
we must get to the tunnel.
Right?
Yes.
It's gonna be tough, I feel. But we'll have to see what happens, alright? And the thing is, I had absolutely no intention about talking about this man at all. Understand? I had none. This is not my intention. He's the one who tweeted this to cause this situation. I didn't care. I was done. I told him I'm done with you. I gave you your chance. Fine. I get the message to move on. And now here he is. Right? So, alright. Just to kind of I am two people who I'm very interested in having on the show this week. One is really hard to keep in contact. Like I'm talking with Brenton, we have to go back and forth, and I can't reach them for another 2 weeks. And then I get them again, and we have back and forth, and it sounds promising, and then I can't get them for another 2 weeks. I'm driving me nuts. This is an interview I'd really like to do, and I feel like this would be interesting content, it would be meaningful content for the channel. Alright, I got another interview also. It's likely gonna happen sometime this month. I haven't 100% locked it in yet, so I don't want, you know me, I don't like to overpromise and underdeliver. I want to lock everything in before I'm telling you guys about these guests and appearances, right? So, I will let you know. And then, of course, I already told you, both Wings of Redemption and Boogie are interested in coming on the show, but apparently they're currently on their camping trip for the live show. So when they're back from that, then we're going to be talking to those guys about possibly sometime. I don't know if I'll be able to get them. Either one of them or both, or, you know, I don't know, by the end of the month.
We won't give you the
be
pleasure.
Next, okay?
You won't die here.
So we'll see. Okay, we shall see what's happening with all of this. But the thing is, remember, I have to balance this content I keep having.
We will weather this storm together.
Someone's on my show. Now I'm going to podcast. Right? Can't do that, especially now during my school. I'm focusing on having let's see. Let's see how it goes. And go from there. I don't know if anyone's going to have a rejection, quite frankly. I was already well, alright. But anyway, that's the deal with what's going on with that. Alright? Cool. Alright. I'm $1.50. Take a look.
It is no use. It's too big.
Well, this is a pretty pickle.
Understood. The others are moving on. We should do.
Agreed. Come.
Happy holidays. Ho, ho, ho. It's the Christmas season, and that means I'm watching all the holiday classics, such as,
Handle the others,
The Regenerated Man.
The Empress.
Yeah.
The Emperor.
But that means that
ours.
it doesn't matter if I'm home or traveling, because I have ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is the perfect gift for anyone trying to unlock their streaming services' ultimate potential. Looking for a movie but can't find it? With ExpressVPN, just switch your location to another country like the Netherlands, and in an instant you'll be watching your favorite Santa Claus movies in crystal clear high definition.
To free it from your corrupt regime.
like Netflix, Disney Plus, and other streamers hide content from you based on the country you're in. So, ExpressVPN looks a little holiday spirit and unwraps the entire treasure trove with a click of a button. And with over 100 countries to pick from worldwide, you can find Christmas classics like Elf in Australia, or horror slashers like Silent Night, Deadly Night, only in the UK on Plex. With ExpressVPN, the options are limitless. Find out how you can give yourself 3 months of ExpressVPN for free by going to expressvpn.com/cinemassacre or by clicking the link in my description below. Dark thoughts, like ominous order. And then, ready for it? Ready for it? Final Fantasy. When you saw this fiery font emerging from your CRT TV, burning across the room to your flannel couch, and heard those epic chords ringing out across the wallpaper walls in your wood-tarnished living room, littered with fruit roll-up wrappers and Sunday newspaper comics, you knew you were about to play a Super Nintendo game that was truly super, as unlike anything you've ever been. Right away, you're told of an ancient war that reduced the world to a scorched wasteland. and magic simply exist. Now, the scenery is on the rise, but there are some who will enslave the world by reviving the dread destructive force known as magic. Can it be that those in power are on the verge of repeating a senseless and deadly mistake? Now that's taking video game storytelling to a new level. It kind of goes above and beyond Go Rescue the Princess or some shit. The main story opens on the same. We're introduced to two soldiers of an empire and Terra, who's under their control. The soldiers are named Vix and Wedge, or Biggs and Wedge in the Japanese version, a Star Wars reference. They're in search of an elusive magical being known as an Esper, who they have reason to believe is hibernating somewhere in the icy caves. They mention that before Terra was under their control, she had fried 50 of their soldiers in under 3 minutes. It already raises many questions to builds mystery. Are you enthralled yet? This is some good shit. We march into the snow in their mech suits, known as magic technology, and we realize we can watch a pre-credit sequence to a video game. We watch them truck through the Disney Winter Wonderland with those Mode 7 graphics and that emotional cinematic score as we anticipate the adventure that awaits us. We are about to play the greatest video game of all time. That's right. We're doing this. And what better time? I think this is a winter break type game. I remember the time off from school. And also, there's something about the cold, downcast, melancholy state of the bodies. Also, with the holiday season, I thought I'd give myself a little bit of a gift. You know, because last time I played one of the worst, most fiery, hellish games of all time. And now, let's play the winter polar opposite. But with good games, sometimes there comes a different kind of trauma. Let me tell you a little story. As you probably know, this is not a game you just pick up and play for 20 minutes before you hop on the school bus, or even a couple hours after you come home. This is a game that you chip away at over several months. It's a work in progress, a hobby of sorts that you invest yourself in. This is a game you catch up on while you're sick. It was the longest, most awe-consuming game of its era. It came out in '94, but sometime I'd say by the summer of '95, I had finally made it to the final area, Kefka's Tower. The finale was in sight. My heart was pounding, my pulse was racing. I was approaching the end of the most epic gaming experience of my life. All of a sudden, the game froze. Yeah, the screen broke up into glitchy colors. Through decades of foggy memory, I'd say it looked something like this. I had never seen anything like that happen before, nor have I ever seen anything like it since. The game restarted, or I had to reset, I can't remember which. The opening scene replayed, which shouldn't happen, so that was a bad omen. So nervously, I waited until I got to the first save point, and there, sure enough, all my save data was erased.
I relish the challenge.
Are you prepared for the next?
True story. Now. I was definitely an angry nerd that day, especially for a kid with no real-life responsibilities, no family support, nothing like that. No, having your Final Fantasy game erased was a big fucking problem. And that was how my childhood experience with that game ended. And in almost 30 years since, I never again attempted to beat the game. I just could not bear to invest myself in it so deeply again. It's like losing a pet and then deciding to get another pet only to one day again face the inevitable. I will buy you some. It's fucking sad, I'm sorry. But that theme of loss is cited as being a big part of the game's storyline. And now that so much time has passed, maybe it's time to give it a shot again. No! Because I'm gonna do it. This is my second chance. I'm gonna complete my childhood.
Much longer. I won't escape. You need to survive. Get Sektor's allies and get into the Citadel.
No! When this game first came out, it was the most expensive game I ever bought with my own money. It was close to $80 when most Super Nintendo games were closer to $60. I distinctly remember walking into KB Toys at the mall with my saved up cash. I remember the clerk agreeing that it was overly pricey, but to be fair, he said this game takes like 5 to 8 months to beat, which back then was a big deal. The manual was almost like a whole USB book, full of character stats and information. It even came with a double-sided map. Final Fantasy III was the biggest game of its time.
Also, I just gotta say, I know, I've been calling it Final Fantasy III because I'm playing the Super Nintendo version and that's what it's called. Of course, the Super Famicom version is called 6, which we all know is the true sequential number. But back then, I had no idea, and neither did anyone else I knew.
Damn,
not until 7 came out on PlayStation, and I was like, what? How did we get to 7 already? Now, everyone knows the story. I even covered it way back in my chronologically confused episode. The mix-up has long been cleared. Everyone calls it 6 now. But the cartridge still says 3. The title screen still says 3. Every time I play it, it still says 3. I tried giving it the finger, telling it, fuck you, you're wrong. But the game still says 3.
Gave me one.
Fact.
It made no sense.
So what made this game different from other fantasy adventure games like Zelda? Well, everything. This was the first RPG I ever played. My first glimpse of it was at a friend's house. I remember seeing the battle screen and wondering, why are the characters just slashing at the air? Why are there a bunch of numbers popping up? I wasn't used to this more automated, luck-based fight system. What is this, I thought? Some kind of flashy board game turned into a video game? I actually wasn't that far off, having already owned those role-playing board games like Hero Quest and Dragon Strike. I wasn't fully aware how far back its history went with D&D. I didn't know RPGs were a thing, but after Final Fantasy III on Super Nintendo, I sure as hell did.
I think you will be my husband's tomb.
At least he died with honor, giving his life for yours.
Please, don't. If I dwell more on it, I will come
Anyone
undone.
who's played the game knows how it works, but basically, you build up a large ensemble of heroes. You travel through towns, caves, and dungeons, collecting items, fighting monsters, meeting people, gaining spells and abilities, and steadily advancing the story. On paper, it's like your typical adventure game, but one of the things that made it so extra special for the time was the massive amount of weapons and accessories to equip yourself with, and all the magic and skills to learn. Once you start acquiring the espers, you can assign them to characters so they can learn certain spells as you go on. This all gives the player the freedom of customizing your characters however you see fit and trying out different combinations of abilities. Speaking of customizing, just the fact that you can...
Don't be like Henry, who still washes himself with dirty loofahs and raggy towels. Enter the Manscaped Body Buffer and Body Wash bundle, starting with the Body Buffer Scrub, a powerful handheld exfoliator brush. It helps with removing dead skin, unclogging pores, and even reducing ingrown hairs in the process. Made of 100% antibacterial silicone, so no matter where you're scrubbing, it will not only clean you, but will keep itself cleaner for longer too. Add in the secret sauce, their body wash infused with aloe vera and sea salt. What are you waiting for? Ditch that old dirty loofah and upgrade at manscaped.com.
Brilliant. Which one? They could lead anywhere.
There's no way to know. Let us choose and keep moving.
Name all of them was a fresh concept. Sure, you could do it in games before, but not with that many characters. There's also lots of parts where the characters split up into multiple groups, so you get to pick who goes in each group and who leaves. The characters are really the core element of why this game is so groundbreaking. Never had there been such an amazing ensemble, all of their own personalities and rich backstories. The camaraderie of these characters really shines through. It's all about building the team. It's Wizard of Oz. It's Lord of the Rings. Over the course of the adventure, you come to know them, almost like real people. And the fact they can achieve this with little pixelated sprites and minimal graphic technology is a major accomplishment. Passion always comes through in spite of limitations. There isn't even a clear main character. They all seem just as important. If I had to pick one, I'd say Terra. whose father was an esper.
That is
much of her story is about trying to find her identity and place in the world. Having fought on the Empire's side through mind control, she now tries to rectify that by fighting alongside the heroes. Celeste, or Celis, also used to be on the Empire side and has been genetically powered through magic. She eventually turns against the Empire. Locke is a thief, or treasure hunter as he prefers, who's bitter after his girlfriend was killed by the Empire. He eventually has a romantic yet complicated relationship with Celeste. Edgar is the king of Figaro who pretends to be an alliance with the Empire, but is really on the good guy's side. On top of that, his entire castle is set on fire. So he's also had his share of tragedy. He's a little bit sketchy though. What the fuck? Cadence is Edgar's brother who needs to real life to be free. He looks like Guile, and
Shall I
his blitz
feed
moves
you
use
to Orin
similar button
instead?
commands to Street Fighter. Cayenne is a samurai-type character. His town's water supply was poisoned by the main villain Kefka, killing almost everyone, including his wife and son. Shadow is a mysterious-type character. He's an assassin, an outlaw vigilante. He has a loyal dog by his side, and he always comes and goes unexpectedly. The best is when he swoops in to help during a key battle. Scow is a Tarzan-type character, living in the wild, raised by animals. Maybe that's why he scoots on the ground. Ugh, and your pet needs those shit. There's also Sektor, the Han Solo-like gambler with the fastest airship, which happens to call the Falcon. There's the little kid realm with the surrogate grandfather Drago. There's Dalgo with the power of Mimic. And Umaro, the brute Yeti, so physical, he actually throws the other characters. Look at that. And my favorite is Mog. What's his deal? Well, he's a Moogle. I don't know. I just love this guy. So fucking cute. So with all these characters, it really shows how far games have come by now. Long gone were the days when you just pick the guy or pick the girl. Now there's so much more than that. Those are just the playable characters. We can't forget Kefka. Possibly the greatest video game villain ever conceived. He suffered from an experimental magic infusion by the Empire, which made him go insane. After rising to power, he's become a psychotic tyrant who is hell-bent on senseless destruction. He backs it up with cynical, pessimistic ideology, making statements like, "There's no
such a
point of clinging
magnificent
to life
creature.
when everyone must eventually die." The dude is messed up. Kefka has caused so much turmoil and given all the characters their own individual reasons to consider him a mortal enemy. Despite ripping the world apart, he brings these characters together with a common goal. So the game is very heavy on character and story, and that usually is the most discussed aspect of the game. As far as the actual gameplay goes, it's innovative as well. Does it have some flaws? Sure, probably. But in this context, they are forgivable, especially given how pioneering this game was. The random encounters on the overworld screen can get a little annoying, and the leveling up and grinding can sometimes feel monotonous, even though the combat screens are so strangely addicting. Leveling up to max can not only take an insane amount of time, but can also make the game too easy. Also, sometimes people can get in your way. Come on! Come on! Move your ass! Oh, come on, dude. Come on, get out of my way, you fuck! Oh! Out of my way. Walking in general can feel a little clumsy. You can't go diagonal. Squaresoft later corrected this with Chrono Trigger. Man, now that's a fucking good game, too. Maybe that's the other greatest game of all time. The movement is much smoother.
You are
I also
able,
like how you
not
can see all
invincible.
the characters
Have no
following.
doubt that
But
you
in
will
Final
die
Fantasy,
here.
They all sort of combine into one character. I never understood that.
You know, one time I was working at a convenience store, and this guy came in, and then he like split up like his body was divided into 4 people. Yeah, turned out he was with the man.
It is cool that the game shows you how much time you put in it, although I don't know how accurate that is because it's possible to leave the game on while you're not playing. Also, why does it tell you how many steps you've taken? Are the characters already an early version of a step tracker for business? One of the things I hate is whenever there's a boss that has a fatal attack
Still
that
think
nukes
we're
your
not
entire
invincible?
party. So you have to time it with a life 3 spell or anything to revive at least one member or something to avoid it. This doesn't feel like strategy. It feels almost like a cheat. When the game is unfair, you gotta be unfair. I am aware that sometimes it's possible with soft lock. Yeah, it's rare. Let's say, for example, one character dies and another one in the party has pause cast on him. Situations like that can really suck, because now you lost a whole lot of progress. Let's talk about the abundance of attacks and spells. First of all, the characters all have their own special abilities. Kyan has sword tech where you charge up an attack. Shadow throws weapons from your inventory and has his interceptor move. Bob has all the crazy dances. Edgar has tools like a drill and a chainsaw complete with a Jason Voorhees mask. I don't use his bioblast for that much, but I love how it works. Strago has the lure ability to learn the enemy's spells. And because Setzer is a gambler, his moves are based on a slot machine outcome. Gao has Rage, where he uses the enemy's attacks. Sabin has the Blitz moves, like I said. It can suck when you mess up the button command, but these moves are some of the most powerful in my experience, especially the Bum Rush. But my favorite might be the Suplex. I mean, the dude can pick up an entire train. That's hardcore. As I already mentioned, you can teach all the characters spells with the Espers, but also you can use the actual Espers to cast massive spells of their own. There's some amazing psychedelic graphics here. It does things you wouldn't even imagine were possible on the Super Nintendo. I remember when I first saw this stuff, I was like, what the hell? It seemed like my TV screen was melting. Then there's the more comedic Esper spells like Cat Rain.
We're fighting fentanyl in our communities. The bipartisan work that Susan Wild is doing in Congress is so important. Working with both parties to hire thousands of new border agents and crack down on cartels. Susan Wild has our back.
Orin, I beseech you. We mean no harm.
And with the proper respect. Come. I will not smite you. Yet.
She has opened the door. Come.
Kenshi, I do not understand.
Yeah, just a cartoon cat that comes by. The design of the enemies is a work of art in itself. They differ from the tiny pixelated hero characters since they're so detailed and can be very large. Take a look at Atma. Is that thing intimidating or what? How about Chupan, Poltergeist, Behemoth, Doom, or Hades Gygus Colossus? That's metal as fuck. Final word on the graphics, with all the spells and enemies, it's a marvel to look at. It's some of the best stuff to come out of the SNES. But it doesn't stop there. The sound effects are amazing, and the music by Nobuo Uematsu sounds like it could have been the score for a major film. There's been lots of great video game soundtracks up till this point, but this took it to a whole new level. Some of the best music is featured in the opera scene. And speaking of that, this is one of the most memorable scenes. Fans have praised it for its storytelling and its epic nature. There's no denying what an ambitious achievement this was for gaming. But the actual gameplay, my God, this is the most tedious part. So basically, in the story, you're Celeste taking the place of Maria, an opera singer. The whole thing is a scheme to trick Setzer to get him into your party. But anyway, what sucks about it is you have to remember the song lyrics, which you find prior to that. But if you mess any of it up, you have to start all over again. And there's about 30 minutes of a stretch where you can't save the game. As a kid, you did not want to get called to dinner or get interrupted in any way, or God forbid have a power outage. Back then, before autosaving and sleep mode and before the internet existed as we know it today, we would often get stuck and had to ask friends to share information on how to get through. Not even Nintendo Power offered much help to this game. I mean, how could it? But let's talk about one of the game's most pivotal chapters of all. It happens after Kefka opens the gate to the Esper world, which causes a major geological event where the entire island becomes the floating continent. The group drops from the airship onto the island and proceeds to embark on a massive dungeon-like sequence, navigating through an elaborate, unstable maze of crumbling areas and teleportation holes and fighting all kinds of difficult monsters. The fact that I have to gloss over this part of the experience says so much about the importance of what happens next. At this point in the game, you've played for so long, you would be more than satisfied if this were the final confrontation. Doesn't it seem like it? Kefka kills the Emperor, officially making himself the head villain, and he unleashes the power of the gods. If this were an Indiana Jones movie, this is where the villain would be destroyed by their own recklessness. It has all the formula of a classic confrontation that would be followed by a final peaceful resolution, but no. You race a timer to leave the continent, and when you reach the edge to leap back onto the airship, you're given the option to wait for Shadow, or else you permanently lose him. As if you're not already shitting your pants, this guy makes you run the timer down to almost the last possible fucking second. After this, we witness a global catastrophe unlike anything before in a game. The ground rips apart, people fall into earthquakes, the airship is torn in half, everyone is scattered and lost, and then we're met with a black screen with a simple line that resonates so much.
If your friend is
On
here,
that day,
he is
the
beyond
world
that
was
door.
changed forever.
Imagine playing this as a kid. Back in the day, before the internet as we know it, we didn't know what was going to happen next. I mean, this could be the ending, could just be one big miserable downer, or we could be nowhere near the end.
Celeste awakens on a small deserted island being cared for by Sid, who's like a parental figure and has a lot of history with the Final Fantasy series. Anyway, after she gains consciousness, Sid succumbs to his own sickness, and you need to care for him by catching and feeding him fish. He can either live or die, which doesn't change a whole lot with the outcome of the game, but if he dies, you witness the most depressing scene of any game I've ever played. Celeste goes to the top of a cliff, reminisces about Locke and how everyone's gone, and with nothing left in her life, she tries to end it all. Looking back, this is the darkest and most shocking thing I've ever seen in a game that was played by kids. But Celeste survives, finds out Locke is still alive, takes a raft, and embarks on a new quest. By going to such a dark place, the game is able to make a point that no matter how bleak things seem, there's always hope. When you think about it, this is why Kefka is such a relevant antagonist, because he thinks life is meaningless. He uses his own trauma to spread despair and bring down all the others. He tries to make all the other characters give up.
Do you want to give up? After how far you've come? Hell no!
Even though you've lost everything, and now have to find where your friends have gone, collect all your items, and explore the transformed landscape, which is now called the World of Ruin. This idea was not a brand new concept. Zelda Link to the Past had a so badass. Similar idea with the light and dark thing, but the way it's done here is entirely different and more related.
As you go on, all that talk of the previous world and how things used to be makes so much more sense as an adult. As a kid, how are you supposed to reminisce on the good old days? You have to grow up and experience life first. So what I'm trying to say here is that not only does this game hold up today,
to the 10 hells with Lord Havoc's will.
Jeez, all that talk of how the world is shit, zero is what happened in the spring of 2020 wasn't even possible to function in the same way, do the same thing. But we made that climb back, being restored. We're fucking back. And likewise, this game gives you that feeling of building back. Because now, you have to play the rest. In the words of Rambo, nothing goes wrong. In the words of the angry video game nerd, we're only halfway through the fucking game. Look at all the stairs.
Not
at all, Cyrax. Thus far, your brotherhood does not impress.
Look at all
Havoc is
these
deluded if he
fucking
thinks
stairs.
you can contain us.
Wait a minute. I'm having a flashback. When we get to 20, tell me. I'm gonna throw up.
So once you gain back all your characters, level them up enough, learn enough spells, and build up all your resources, you can make the call and go to Chapter's Tower. You divide into 3 parties. The choices you make are crucial because each group is going to be taking an entirely different path. You're going to have to survive through many battles. So unless you spend enough time grinding, you might end up with one party that's way weaker than the others. So hopefully you have their powers spread out widely.
This is it. The final challenge and the place where my game glitched. Remember that FEMA loss? I lost my whole fucking game. And now it's time to get it back.
Let me ask a question. Have you ever walked into a bathroom to fight a monster? Yeah, he's right near a toilet. That's a real shitty battle. Kefka's Tower is an endurance. You'll be begging for a fucking save spot and have many close calls. Oh man, I hope it doesn't glitch again or anything else happens.
Look at that. The power's back on already. Okay, all right, let's beat this game quick. Santa?
Merry Christmas, nerd! There's nothing like a warden to make skin.
Hey, Santa, I'm a little busy right now.
Are you still playing that game, nerd? That was last year, wasn't it? Well, you could use a break from that game anyway, right, nerd?
You know,
I remain
you're right.
unimpressed.
I could use a break.
Tanya, step aside.
Santa.
Oh, come sit on my lap, little boy.
Well, actually, I'm gonna sit you on your fucking lap.
You will be scorched by the flames of hell.
Water, fire, razor-edged hands. I've had enough chaos for one day.
As have I, Cyrax.
Oh, it erased
As
it all,
have I.
dude? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, no! That's it! No. I'm not letting this go! I'm gonna beat it right here, right now!
Anyway, now that I'm back, I made it through Kefka's Tower. The 3 parties reach the final area and regroup and form a full ensemble for what can only be the climax.
I've made it to the final battle. Kefka gives a cynical speech about the meaningless of life, while the heroes counter, telling of what they've learned through the course of their adventure and the things they hold dear to them. Friendship, family, love, freedom. All their stories have come together in a satisfying way. And then, Kefka calls for the greatest power of the universe.
Donald Trump wakes up thinking about himself, how to enrich himself and his billionaire friends, stay out of jail, and give himself more power. All he knows will work across the aisle and fight for his not getting by, but getting
Standing on top of fiery feet, he says he'll create a monument to non-existence. This is when you start to wonder why this wasn't written as a stage play or feature film. Next, you determine the order your characters fight in, and then it's on. Holy shit! It's Satan! What else could it be? And if this wasn't enough, after he's defeated, the screen quakes and scrolls upward as you must face a whole tree of bosses. It's like bosses growing upon bosses upon bosses. Motherfuck!
Here, defending Havoc.
What is this all supposed to be, anyway? It's like you're fighting Renaissance art. It's as if Michelangelo's The Last Judgment came to life and tried to kill you. And the haunting choir and organ music gives it an epic biblical effect. Some have even said the three tiers of bosses represent hell, purgatory, and heaven. Dude, if you have to fight hell, purgatory, and heaven, you better just call it a day.
Yeah, and we're not even at Kefka.
Oh my God! This is not Kefka as you'd expect. After becoming so familiar with that clowny little sprite, now he becomes a wicked angel, floating against a golden cloudy sky, blasting with heavenly light beams. They went above and beyond to make this the most epic final boss in gaming history. And I can't stress enough that if you're not leveled up properly and have enough light 3 spells, you're just gonna get wiped out in one hit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I did it! I did it! After almost 30 years, I finally beat Final Fantasy 3 or 6. When you first hear that deafening crackle and see Kefka wither away into ashes, it's a feeling like no other. You just beat the greatest game of all time. And then you get a cinematic ending that goes on for over 20 minutes. Just sit back and enjoy, because for everything you went through, they knew when they made this game that you fucking deserved it.
No matter the cost.
Oh,
another bucket list item checked off. It was worth going back and reclaiming that magic. I feel nostalgia is at its most powerful this time of year. The magic of the holidays harkens back to time. The game itself is about characters who are literally trying to reclaim magic from a bygone era. And I can say magic inside the cartridge is still strong. On the top tier of the good-ass game, there's a few levels. Games that are good like Robin Hood, over the Kaleidoscope, and fuck me through the fucking ceiling. This was the first gaming masterpiece of its time. There's only room in life for so many games to make such a lasting impression on you when you're a kid. And for me, this is it. This is one of those. And now I feel such closure that I finally completed it, having taken almost 30 years. But now, that's finally done. Guess what? There's 16 of them!
Dave McCormick said
Thankfully, death won't be
I'm someone who's
necessary.
pro-life, has been pro-life.
With no exceptions for rape or incest. And overturning Roe made him very
Under Border Czar Kamala Harris's watch, illegal aliens have committed thousands of crimes. Each one makes an American
This
a
must be
victim.
undone.
Tell Kamala Harris to put American lives first.
This is where I talk about what I liked in my first box. If I hadn't already been using them since the beginning of the year. Cook Unity is the first chef-to-you meal delivery service made up of 70 chefs. Every week, award-winning chefs make hundreds of globally inspired meals for many kinds of diets with real ingredients, nothing artificial, in real, actual kitchens. They're also delivered fresh, not frozen, so all you gotta do is heat them up.
Havoc wants his time crystals. These relics must be extracting it.
Perhaps the process must be interrupted. Perfect.
Just don't up here right now. Don't. I mean, no. Get him up here right now.
When you are ready,
Me
you
and
must
you
leave.
have something to talk about, boy. Okay, well, I can try. Shut the fuck up. I'm not in the mood to hear your bullshit, dude. Hey, I run my car, not my mouth.
I run my car, not my mouth.
The only time that matters. No, shut the fuck up. He's around here. No, you sit there.
Now, Geras, we have them.
Oh, I can't find my Xbox. Plus, I was practicing all day long. Yeah, well,
Go to Luke Cage's timeline.
Trying to bump the Red Bull. Trying to alter your game. Fuck you, dude.
This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
Should Liu Kang be treating him?
As a god, it is his prerogative. I would not be so forgiving.
You are now trapped into another dimension.
I told these trolls to lick my butt, and then they did not lick my butt. Big Pop! Big Pop!
Only his mind is mended. Havoc's magic is unlike anything I have encountered. It will not be easily mastered.
Skip. Ayo, it's your boy CJ, and we back at it like a crack addict with a bad habit. And wow, my ear is
Can you hear me?
popped right now. All I could hear is like echo in my head. So if I sound a bit weird, that's why. Hopefully it goes away. Jeez. But today I went to go see if Marty came out with something new. He's been uploading like every day for the last week or so. And
While our
Cyrax has
conflict
been on
remains,
that
its
almost every time.
resolution
But I think he's
must
deleted
wait.
lots of live
It
streams.
will be moved
Does anybody know why?
if we do not
Was it
stop
because he
Havoc.
didn't censor the private conversations with the group call? Is that why?
We have his Kondoku.
It
That
really
will slow him
does
down.
not seem like Marty
Only
to
if we
delete
keep them
anything,
from him.
right? Unless it's
We can
really
assume
needed.
he is
Oh,
already
it
on
went
his
away.
way.
Awesome.
Once
I can
in
hear
the
myself
Temple of
way
the
better.
Elements,
But
they will be
today, what
beyond
we're
his
going to
reach.
do,
The
we're going
others
to
wait
react
for you
to.
outside.
This was
They
on
will
September
accompany you
2nd,
on the
and
journey.
today I'm recording on the 27th of September. And my ear thing's
Now,
back. Great.
Ihar,
So
what can you tell me of your
Some
captivity?
people have been telling me that Cyrax interacted with Thump before, which I'm pretty sure is when Cyrax was dating that one girl with the kids. That was the ex of the parents' kids. This whole fake
So he
family,
is
by the way.
aware of our defenses.
Yeah, Taylor. That was Cyrax's ex-girlfriend or girlfriend was named Taylor. And so I want to see how the interaction
will
goes.
use them
Because
to hasten
Cyrax is
capture
gonna
of this
hate this
timeline
guy, right?
by projecting his chaos
It's
into
the
all
ex
realms
that
at
doesn't want
once.
Cyrax around, right? So I'm really interested in
Of
this.
the
It's
failings
gonna be
which should
good.
shade
Oh,
you,
fuck. It's
this
gonna be a
is not
short
one.
video, I think, today.
Few
My ear
could
is just
withstand
going
the
crazy.
Titan.
But okay, enough of me rambling. Let's get right into this.
Yes. Why do...
Thump.
I mean,
no, check him up here right now. Me and you have something to talk about, boy.
I wish Marty would turn up Cyrax's volume.
okay, well, I can try.
Nothing. Shut the f up. I'm not in the mood to hear bullshit, dude.
Did I hear a door opening? That must have been Marty's, right? That must have been in Marty's house.
Shut the f up.
Was it Sally?
I'm not in the mood to hear bullshit, dude.
Hey, I run my car, not my mouth.
You're not in the mood? Why are you here right now? And my ear's back. My ear's back. Awesome.
Warriors are adept at creating chaos.
So good of you to
Oh wait, he's fine with
Dare
Thump?
to throw my plans into disarray!
Who's Thump now? I'm probably getting this all confused. I'm thinking Thump was the father of the kids, right? That Cyrax wants to be a part of.
The only time that
The
matters
Kamidogu are powered, and I am ready. Nothing can stop me from seizing this timeline. Fukeshi! Come in now! Come myself!
Susan Wild was looking to create more manufacturing jobs at lower cost coastlands.
Dispose of them as you wish. The more
Twinings.
painful it is,
Teeth that taste
the
great
better.
and do you good. Twinings. Drinking life.
yeah, what if
We will spill your blood to birth eternal chaos. Be glad your death serves such a righteous cause.
But he doesn't know how Marty wants. He does, I don't.
I will not die today. The blood spilled today will be yours, not mine.
Oh, just what Marty wants.
he said you had to check back in deliver a message?
What you need to realize is this, boy.
Of course, you have no flaws.
Do not join combat unless I require it. We cannot risk losing this battle.
You sit here and say,
quietly got a job and you're doing better, then they can make it time. Because you're actually doing they might be giving you something exciting to follow along so much. Imagine if they're calling you a Cyrax would have said, "Oh, this is all a troll."
That is how one wins, brother.
I showed up an hour early, was ready to
I'm
fucking go,
buried
as you
in
saw.
a glacier of
Thank you,
hell.
Shadows and Sarissa. Thank you guys very much. Thank you.
And my boy Ethan ain't CIA. I'd say I'm the better one.
Right. So you practiced all day long, and because you were on time, you deserve the rig. No, you spun out in the first 10 seconds. Then you ran like a bitch.
Oh, my Cyrax tells Thump to get on, and then continues to not let him talk.
But I will take him. What is more important? Winning this fight or protecting your ego? Shall we leave them to their quarrel? Let us silence it forever.
That's the goblin speech. No, please do not Cyrax. Anybody can talk about that. You are not but yeah, just do not go and do that. If you want to do something, let's get that out. That was the first time he said the N-word. This was like 4 days ago. Remember that, right? Sometimes he said the day after. He must have told him so. Cyrax has that Uncle Ruckus looking face. Uncle Ruckus is white. You know? I'm just surprised that I think that's the first time he said
Your life should continue.
You're the one that's bad for business.
Leon, wait.
You don't know good business when you say
cracking like a Christian boy in the wire.
That was entirely
Cyrax,
unhelpful.
I'm sorry.
We could have pressed them for information.
That's just the fact of the matter.
Either knew anything. They were underlings.
Possibly, but we will never know. We would have been better served had cooler heads prevailed.
Either way,
Our goal is unchanged.
You guys, am I wrong
Let us
about
rid
Thump?
ourselves
Who's
of
Thump?
havoc.
Let me know down in the
Agreed.
comments.
We will gather my champions and depart for Yilvan.
To the person who can drive.
shut your mouth, just clearly
He's getting all flamboyant on us. Hokey smokes.
you don't know business when you see it. I do.
And clearly you don't know driving.
Boy, I've ran successful businesses before, son.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. But, yeah.
Harris would make these Pennsylvania jobs disappear.
And what's Bob Casey say about Kamala?
People know that she's prepared right now to do this job.
Casey and Kamala, those two?
He loves playing make-believe. He says, well, I could have been a millionaire. I could have done this. And another time he said, oh, my best friend committed suicide. And he gave me this poster. I think that that's what the story went. He has the worst case of main character syndrome. He does. And whenever he shows it, it's just embarrassing.
Liu Kang and his allies are determined to keep things interesting. Thoughts? The more, the merrier.
And it's always at nighttime. I wonder what Sally's probably sitting in bed, sitting up, and she's out. Ed probably gets up. I'm going to do something. Oh, Ed, get down. Sit down. I'll go. He does it.
If one person that you're going to be in business to succeed, they need to have the proper tools. They need to have the proper tools.
This is what you are meant to do. Defend Earthrealm. Your desires are not an issue.
You know what?
It is your methods for achieving.
I can see Dr. Coach acting, Sally, and Ed, and then Cyrax to the studio. That was okay to see. I can just picture it right now. Really, Cyrax.
Enough toying with them.
Outfit,
We've a job to do.
Up, uniform,
Patience, Father.
Like he's been wearing it.
You're the one who taught that death should be entertaining.
entertained are you?
Bro,
I have
you've shown me everything you can. So much. Do you have real evidence? I guarantee it's here. They're not going to come and look at it, or they're not going to care if they do. They might pretend to. Who knows? It has to be really damning.
One kills them.
Stay back. I will finish this.
No, Liu Kang. They are mine. I refuse to fight in your shadow. Fight.
Cyrax.
I am not blind to your fate.
First turn.
Fight.
Alright, guys. I feel like I can hear my Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, peace.
Now.
Modelo Chelada. Mexican beer meets bold.
Over the course of making these Cyrax videos, a few times I kind of sat back and thought, am I doing the right thing here? Am I doing the right thing by laughing at this little gremlin? You know, even though he is like, you know, he got caught in a pedo sting, which is obviously like, and once that happens, you know, any good feelings or any type of goodwill about you goes out the fucking window. But at the same time, you know, you look at Cyrax, you think of like the story of Cyrax, and just how arduous and how much he's fought and clawed, you know, to get where he's at right now in the music industry, because you know he's just about to take off. But sometimes I think, man, like, is this the right thing to do? Like, is Cyrax really as bad of a person as people think he is? And you know, when I really sit down and think about it, you know, I gotta say, I think Cyrax is kind of a good...
Guess what? I will make your life a living hell. I have made it my personal mission to harass you, bully you, make you feel what I've felt in the last 5 fucking years. I have made it my personal mission to systematically destroy you until you either kill yourself or you give the fuck up. And trust me, Marty, I have no intention of background. I don't give a fuck what the boys say. I don't give a fuck what mommy and daddy say. I will fucking bully you.
Holy shit. I mean, fuck you. Yeah. Look, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of backstory here. Cyrax and Music Biz Marty go at it all the time. Cyrax hates Music Biz Marty. And, you know, Cyrax says shit kind of like this all the time. Never like, you know, this is a very verbose Cyrax. He's being very, like, on the ball with what he wants from these people. Usually, like, you know, fuck you, fuck off, why don't you go suck daddy's dick? There's some weird response like that. But this time, Cyrax is like, no, Marty, I want you to genuinely, like, you know, offer yourself. All this shit. I want to make sure your life is a living hell. All this crazy, weird shit. And, you know, Marty has fucked with Cyrax before. We all know this. It's never well documented. But at the same time, you know, I think all Marty wants is for Cyrax to get off the internet, stop being a weirdo around kids, you know, to just stop being a weirdo in general. And it's clear that Cyrax wants Marty to, you know, not be on this earth no more. So, you know, one of them has like the right mindset. The other one has this like weird mindset that you can't really like, blame him for, because his mind's not that big. If you've ever seen Cyrax's head, it's not an insult. It's the genuine fact. Cyrax's head, his cranium, it's very small. Like, it's a very small head. He's like a white Beetlejuice. But it's the classic tried to prove Cyrax way to get mad at everything that Biz Marty says. Even when there's like overwhelming evidence of proof, especially for pedo shit. But in this call, we're gonna see Cyrax and Biz Marty again for like the umpteenth time. But we're gonna do it together, friends. We're all sit back and rest. Cyrax getting mad at absolute bullshit. And you know, I hope you all enjoy it. Shit, now we're gonna enjoy the rage live long. And if you want to watch this video in its full, description below. If you really want to know more in a deep dive of Cyrax, more about the wacky world he comes from, music, channel, great place to go. Hours of calls of Cyrax freaking the fuck out. And it is just high quality content. Really, you're not a rich fan of quality content. And you're going to be in for a lot of content. Check out right now. So let's get it.
It's just gonna be okay. It's not gonna be a big deal.
It doesn't take very long for Cyrax to show his anti-Semitic side. He does this all the time. He's trying to get a one-up on Marty, just throwing it. I don't know Jewish insults out there, but like many other low guys, it's something Cyrax loves doing. When he's cornered, he starts speaking racial slurs, being anti-Semitic. No matter if it fits or not, he makes sure to end it. Cyrax does this a lot. He'll always say, like, you know, Adolf Hitler was better than Adolf Hitler was better than this. Adolf Hitler was Cyrax really seems to hold Hitler higher. Just gonna put that out there. It's always Hitler.
When you die, your plot ends.
My dad does My dad's actually pretty good.
did have like a fight inside of the promoted fight. Cyrax talked you into that going with the shit he promised. And it's like I said, he does this every other day though. You know, he'll always sit here and talk about how much he hates Marty, he's control. But this is some visceral shit right here. Cyrax he's not pulling any punches. And you know, I do have to say, if you enjoy this video, you might want to download it. The further I'm getting into making this could be taken on YouTube. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, shit, Cyrax is always it is absolutely not phasing Marty in the slightest. Marty's got a point, you know. It's what, midday on a fucking Monday? Cyrax is just screaming bloody murder in his attic, like, and he'll do this on a moment's notice. Snap your finger, you'll turn Cyrax into this rageful motherfucker. He does this very, very often. You know? It's just, I can imagine doing this if, like, say, I don't know, you had a dog, and some dude, like, I don't know, some dude killed your dog, and you're pissed off about it. Like, you motherfucker, I swear to God, I'll do anything to take you down or some shit. I don't know, but Cyrax does this every other week. Not even every other week, almost every other day. If he has the platform to yell at someone, more specifically Marty, he's gonna do it. And, it's always something.
I have had my fill of your selfishness.
Bihan, no, not this fight.
Thank you, Gears. And you for your support.
I acted for Bihan. He would have gained nothing from his challenge.
Very well.
My mother laughs in his voice, dude.
To reward your efforts on our timeline's behalf, I will see that you are spared Empress Melina's wrath. Go. Return to the Lin Kuei.
And Bihan?
Now Cyrax is gunning for Marty and his mom. You know, Cyrax might be doing this because he always complains about Marty going after his dad. Well, Cyrax's dad is a fucking pedophile who did time for being a pedophile. And just, you know, I think that person deserves to be going after. But if you're wondering how Cyrax is going to tell Marty's mom this, the whole situation going on here is that Marty's girlfriend is going to go to dinner with Marty and Marty's parents, and at that dinner, Cyrax will call her, and she will gladly hand the phone. She'll hand the phone to Marty's parents to give, so Cyrax can give them the lowdown on what's been going on these past couple years. And then after that, Marty's parents are going to ground him. Marty's parents are going to ground him. You know, Marty, the guy who Cyrax thinks is 36 years old. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but Cyrax wants to get him grounded. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm not even pretty sure. You're 99, not even 99% sure. It's 100% sure that Marty's girlfriend's going to fuck him with Cyrax here. But in, like, true Chris Chan fashion, all you have to do is be a girl, and seemingly Cyrax will just believe you. Because Cyrax seems to believe that Marty's girlfriend is just gonna do this, no questions asked. And you know, it's just so funny to see Cyrax saying like, no, I'm gonna talk to your mom, and you're gonna get in some serious trouble. You know, even though I'm a fucking predator on the internet, you're gonna be the one getting in trouble, mister.
I will make sure the both of you fucking suffer. I will make sure the both of you.
There is still the matter of Cyrax. She awaits your decision.
I know Harumi's thoughts.
My mother?
Unsure.
Trust me.
Trust your wife, Qualia.
I will.
So you call her mother a titty sucking?
Let's just be honest, my friends. Cyrax insults her on another level. A titty-sucking cock. That's what Marty's mom's gonna end up being in jail. You know, Marty's gonna be Big Bubba's bitch. His mom's gonna be a titty-sucking cock. Like he literally just says anything. There was a call a few weeks ago, and I think, did we cover it on the Smoke Show? I don't know. Where, if you know anything about Cyrax, you know about Blind Billy. Blind Billy's a kid he went to school with back in the day. Cyrax touched on Blind Billy while Blind Billy was sleeping. Cyrax got kicked out of school for doing so, and now Cyrax says that no, the blind kid touched me, and they only kicked me out of school for my own safety. Which, you know, that story does not add up, obviously. You know, if it does add up to you, you might need to go to some counseling. But a few weeks ago, Cyrax used the insult on Marty. Why don't you go back to fucking Blind Billy? I understand. Like, he loves to say things that only apply to him. But, like, this one's not even that. This is just a garble of words Cyrax thought, and it hit his brain, and he was like, that's brilliant. Titty-sucking cock. It was, wow. Wow. What a burn.
My ire. You, however,
what if I just turn off your phone? It's just like, hey, it's a silent thing.
What can I say?
What I don't understand is why is it that you can
Thank you.
ever leave me the fuck alone?
Well, why couldn't you leave your fucking doorstep, dude? You hid behind your grandmother. Well, okay. You hid behind your grandmother, dude.
A very good point from Marty. You know, Cyrax will sit here all day long and threaten people, say, you know, why don't you show up to my house, or I'll show up to your place and I'll kick your ass to set the third. But, you know, he'll say all this shit, and then Marty shows up to Cyrax's house like he did, and then Cyrax puts his grandmom in front of him and runs away and hides. And again, you know, when called out on that, Cyrax always resorts back to, why don't you just leave me the fuck alone?
Question. Why is it that you can never
I have answered you, dude.
No, shut the fuck up.
I can't answer him.
I want the goddamn truth.
I'm telling you. Fine, you want the truth? I can't answer if you keep interrupting. I just started from laughter, sorry.
That's such a Cyrax move to say, I want an answer. I want an answer right now, motherfucker. You never answer any of my questions, so right now you're gonna sit here and answer my shit. And the second Marty opens his mouth, it's, no, shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up, Marty, you fucking asshole. Like, dude, Cyrax is on another level, man. He doesn't comprehend, I don't think, a goddamn thing around him other than what he has to say. We talked about this before, but really, it's like, he wants to ask people for things, but doesn't even give them the couple seconds to respond to him about it. Like, it's just, he just wants to talk and talk and talk, and if you've noticed, like I said, I don't think we've had, like, one or 2 seconds in this whole, like, time we've been listening to Cyrax where he hasn't just been going on and on and on. It's insane how much he can go.
You hid behind your grandmother, dude. Yeah, you did. You did. You did. You did. You said there was like 4 cars of goons.
Hey, Marty, why don't you shut your goddamn mouth before I come there and shut it for you in front of your mother?
Fine.
Like, see, there he goes again with it. Like, there is proof. In the video I talk about, in every single one of these videos, my favorite Cyrax video ever, where Marty shows up to his house, there's proof that Cyrax just did not come outside, just hid behind his fucking grandparents, and when presented with that fact, Cyrax's whole response is, well, then I'll come up there and beat the shit out of you in front of your mom, or just, you know, shut the fuck up, asshole. You know that's not what happened. Cyrax also claimed that, you know, Marty showed up with 4 cars of people, where in the video, I mean, you don't see the street, but it's pretty sure it's not 4 cars of people that Cyrax. I'm pretty sure it's 1 car, probably a clown car filled with people. But it makes sense because you see how you drive a smart car will take on Cyrax. You know, it's just, you never know. You never know what he's gonna say next. It's always gonna be something to do with the situation, or just has nothing to do with anything they're talking about.
Do you think you're so Okay, I'll answer you. That I've had a problem with you? Or that I've messed up my game? That's what you're gonna ask?
He's always so quick to blame the trolls and Marty in particular, also William Gloryhole. He'll blame those guys for, like, you know, taking everything from him and all that, when not realizing that no music industry, like, or music company, no music anything, no job, no anywhere is gonna accept you for posting these sort of videos online. These aren't being posted by Cyrax, but he knows they're gonna be posted, and you can't say this shit about one people. All themselves, you're saying the shit you did earlier about and expect that you're gonna find somewhere and be like, yeah, we'll take this dude on. Like, yeah, we'll hire him. Cyrax does this shit to himself, and I mean, this whole thing we've listened to, has Marty even said any words at all? All Cyrax did is try to a few seconds the guy does try to talk, Cyrax just immediately like, no, stop the fuck up, I need to keep going. Cyrax's point still hasn't been made. You know? We're like, what, 15, 16 minutes into the video. Cyrax's point, we're not even close to understand Cyrax is saying. Honestly, trying to get insane Cyrax.
Round 2. Fight.
I'm gonna stop talking.
You still have Cyrax screaming and wailing and going about this girl just going about her day. He's on he doesn't stop. He really doesn't stop. It's like, well, you know, remember the Toy Story, the Woody, the dolls, the one from the movie, where you pull the string on his back and you're like, I got a snake in my face. You know, you pull Cyrax's string and it's the slowest, it's like the slowest fuse you've ever seen. It's like maybe going in at like a centimeter per minute. Just like, and you know what, motherfucker? And I'll tell you what else. And this, that, motherfucker, I'll tell you this too. Like, once you wind him up, you cannot stop him. He will go on for fucking hours until he realizes that he's done, and he'll be like, fuck you, I'm out of here. Cyrax will leave, and then he'll join back again in 5 minutes when he realizes he has more insults to hurl.
Why are you telling my mom, Sam?
Because she should know what. Where's the speaker? So I could put
But my mom knows what I do, and she thinks he's a fucking idiot.
Well, he asked if he could speak to her.
So,
I don't know. I was just trying to put this closer to the speaker. I don't know what's that. Is it fair?
I think so. Yeah, Cyrax.
That honor is not yours
If you do tell him. You're so bad. Why not? Why you're dumb?
This man's never lied about the goddamn thing. For anyone to think that he has is just absolutely crazy. It's so obvious. It's like the most cut move you can possibly ever make. He's mad at Marty. He's mad at Marty's girlfriend Sarah. You know that Marty does this, and you know that Marty does this. To his girlfriend. Cyrax is not a bro. Cyrax is not a bro. He's someone who will go after someone's girlfriend, try to get them to go after this guy's parents, because Cyrax knows that he's much too weak to go after Marty as it is. You know, he's tried for years now to go after Marty, and he's failed every single time. So now, what is he gonna do? Well, we're gonna test. He always tries to do this. Cyrax, he always tries to say, if I were you, I'd stop. But never told him why he'd stop. Say it anyway. Here he's telling Marty, you know, if you really care about your girlfriend, if you really love her, then you would stop coming after me and my family. Like, those two things don't correlate. They don't. I think he's, once again, he's going to the Chris Chan school of thought process here, where he's pulling the Liquid Chris thing, where, you know, like, you know, Liquid Chris, I shouldn't be going into all this right now, because you probably already know about it, but Chris Chan had a troll named Liquid Chris, whose girlfriend was Casey. And Chris would always say, hey, if you really cared about Casey, you'd stop going after me, because you're going to end up in jail. And I think that's what Cyrax is saying here, too. It's Marty, you don't want to hurt her, all the dirt I have to spill about you. Whereas if Cyrax actually did get on the phone with Marty's parents, he'd just do the same thing he's doing right now. And your son, you know this and that and third, and your son is just on the other line. He wouldn't tell her anything why he'd been going, anything about his backstory, just the fact that this guy's doing. It's a Cyrax school of thought. And, yeah, you know, it's very funny. You see everything. He's just trying to be a little sick. And that's just say, I knew people in real life, they would like a girl so bad that they'd be like willing to be like, hey, you know, you're doing this, and I don't think that's what you know, you can't get someone, so let's go after their family. And you can say, hey, they do this to Cyrax too, but at the same time, you know, Cyrax is, they went after his dad, and his dad's a fucking predator. So, you know, you can't really blame people for that. So, have such a weird view on the world, bro. Like, what Cyrax is saying at the end there is, you know, you teamed up with this masshole person, and you were the one who set that shit up. I don't know if that's true or not, but the masshole person's the one who exposed Cyrax for being a pedophile, and you can see Cyrax always lumps back to, you know, they're the problem. Marty, you were involved in that? Well, you're the problem. It's never the fact that I did what I did, it's you all are the problem, and it's a fucking disgusting attitude that you expect from Cyrax, but when you watch these, like, predator catching videos, you see all these predators using that. They always start to blame the fucking person catching them, and it's just fucking gross. But I mean, like I said, Marty brings up a good point. You know, even if he stopped fucking with Cyrax years ago, the pedophile shit is valid to fuck with people with, because, you know, why are you doing that? You shouldn't be doing that. But Cyrax just wants to tell him to shut the fuck up and move on from that, because that's not important, ladies and gentlemen. To Cyrax, you know, that's just let him live his life and don't ask questions.
I'm not fucking dumb. I looked into this shit. I know you talked to an asshole to set me up. I know you set me up with that shit because of the fact that you couldn't handle that I turned you down that night.
Yeah.
That night that you made a pass at me, you couldn't handle the fact that I turned you the fuck down. So what did you do? You tried to make it to where everybody would turn against me. I would get made to look like a pedophile. And I would have nobody else to run to but you. And I would be your contact. Well, I'm sorry to say, Marty, but you're fucking backfired.
Yeah, I think any rational person would watch this video. Man, that music vid Marty guy is an asshole. Wow, he's crazy. You know, it's not that Cyrax dude who's been screaming. It's that Marty guy off his rocker. It's like I just brought up. Cyrax trying to figure out anyone else can do this kind of shit. Did you hear the way he tried to come through the just like his gymnastics to describe that? Because Cyrax thinks the reason Marty fucking Marty made a pass at him. Marty has a crush on Cyrax, and he's really mad that Cyrax won't have a crush on him back. You know, that's Cyrax. We can all see that, but Cyrax, he doesn't understand. He thinks that's legit. He's saying, you know, because I got stuck with you, you decided, well, if he can't be with me, then he can be with no one. This guy's a pedophile. So, you know, Marty, this is all your fault. You're the one who did this. You know, Cyrax, he does not, we're not going to think about the fact that I did ask this 14-year-old for the pics, but we are going to look at the fact that you were the one who, like, you know, pushed this thing after I did it, and you're the problem, because now I'm getting shit. There's an angry, spiteful little man who, you know, you can't feel sorry about when you do this shit. But that's gonna be that. I just want to look at these sections of these videos to make me laugh, because that's what this is all about. You know, we're just here to laugh. And like I said, I'm gonna link music in all the description. If you wanna laugh, if you wanna have fun with this content to go watch Marty's shit, bro. It is these videos. Cyrax going there, fucking both. This kind of Cyrax, I love talking about it. It reminds me of watching old British guys. Yes, it gets really I don't say the same thing over and over and over. But it's still pretty goddamn funny. And, you know, I guess there's no real lesson to be learned here other than this. Cyrax really loves to rage. He loves to rage pretty goddamn well. And, we will see much more rage in the future. Much more rage that's already happened. Like I said, you can go back and check. And, you know, I hope you enjoyed the show. But as I said earlier, you might want to download this if you like this particular video. You know, I'm trying to watch this one off of YouTube. And I'll see it down. Just some of the stuff Cyrax said in this video, you know, it's risky. It's risky. Like, just gotta be careful. I want to give shout out to Vanessa, Liz Bender, Club Team, Traddy, your mom, Worman, Ghostbusters fan, Sky, Scaly Skating, Echo Sektor, Nick Surly, Evil fan, Titan, Dea, Churlish, The Night Owl, and Old Female Party Place, you guys are votes. Anyone who's got the also, I want to give a shout out to Orange Gun Post, the guys who make these I'll always have them linked in the description below, because if you want to learn more about Cyrax, go to. If you want to just come and laugh at this fucking grim, well, that's the kind of videos I do. I just trying to, you can't understand Cyrax, you can only talk about it, just be like, wow, oh shit, they really make me like that. Yeah, I love hearing Cyrax. But, you know, it is Thursday. Only one more day to the weekend. We got a lot of shit. It's gonna be a good weekend. I bet you play good nice. At least I play some. I don't know. Nonetheless, let us know, stay inside, curl up, watch the show, watch the video game. Have a nice relaxing day. If it's sunny, I don't know. Go out, maybe go to the pool, do some shit, you know, do some shit to make you friends. Have a great weekend, great rest of your summer, and I just hope it goes easy. I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, stay safe, my friends. This video is about because every single make it something new and crazy happens that makes me go, here we go. And that's why I'm time with this one. I think it's probably going to be my longest video. This video is a lot different than many of my others. This isn't just going to be looking at one little stream of Cyrax and talking about commentating. We're going to look at a whole week's worth of events that took place working on Marty's stream, Cyrax and Marty, just to determine who is going to be the one true Dream King to war. Now, I gotta walk you through because we're going to be watching so many Cyrax videos today that I really don't have time to show you how we got here, so what I'm going to do is tell you. I'll walk you back about the Dream Squad Cyrax Killstick the USB that Cyrax thought had all the games he could ever want ended up being the thing that every precious Xbox played. Cyrax did not take it. We all know how that happened. After this happens, Cyrax obviously had a tool to get him back in contact with children. They want to get him his Xbox so bad. Marty and the trolls really heroically put a stop to it. Word came out that some dude from York was swindled by Sally. At first, he felt bad for Cyrax. He wanted to help this guy out. Sally told him, hey, pay for half his Xbox, I'll pay for half. And then when the guy sent Cyrax the Xbox, Sally backed right out of that. Classic Wilkins family move. A very honest family. Now, after this happened, Cyrax continued to run his mouth, continued to talk about how he's the DK, he could beat Marty in any one of these racing games. Marty's challenged him before, but Cyrax has backed out, but maybe this time it's going to be different. And before we knew it, we got a chance to find out if it was going to be different. Because Marty never had an Xbox. The guy who originally wanted to send an Xbox to Cyrax decided to have it rerouted to Marty's house. So now both the guys and Marty had Xboxes, and the race could begin. Now, let's be honest. Everyone knew as soon as Marty got that Xbox that Cyrax would somehow find some way to get it. And he tried. He said that, you know, even though he's spending 12 hours a day he doesn't have the time to race. There's so much serious stuff going on right now. All I have to do is sit here and play hockey. He doesn't have time to race you. Cyrax is really good. So, just about a day later, another Cyrax competitor was really upset about some shit. And decided to come on Marty's panel. Marty's real name was Fergus Schwartz. Some people, I believe, Ferguson Schwartz, Fergus Schwartz. Nonetheless, Fergus, no, you know Cyrax didn't have his information right, but let me tell you something, he believed this through. And on that exact same stream, something shocking. Cyrax told Marty, screw it, let's do it, let's race. So it was on. So just like that, it was on. And Wednesday, this all happened on Wednesday. We're all looking at it with bated breath of what's going to happen. First thing that happened Wednesday, early Wednesday, Marty moved up the stream, showed off a little bit of his racing skills. Jump into this video. There's a little time, beforehand, but now we're gonna jump full steam ahead and enjoy this long journey towards the home truth. Now, place for us to start off here is by looking at both Cyrax and Marty's driving activity. Marty is a rookie to the game. This was his first day playing it. Cyrax is a noted former Drift King, all-time racer, basically a mini Ken Block. So let's see what the racer Cyrax really is or was. Let's see what Marty can do. Let's take a look at both of these. Not bad, really not bad. He's cutting in there, he's staying on the track, which is the important thing here. He's keeping steady as Marty. You gotta give Joe credit. His first ever time playing one of these races. I think he's doing pretty well. Now, let's take a look at Chance's competitive racing. See how he does. Nothing says the Rift King Cyrax, obviously, just like many things, is way in over his head about the competitive E-Racer deal. He always thinks he's the best at everything, and I think maybe Marty showing footage of himself footage we just watched and show his own footage, and surprise, surprise, guess who makes an appearance? Everybody's favorite little Akron pedophile, Chance Wilkins. So this is where we start, my friends, and I hope you enjoy it.
Look at this guy right here, Cyrax.
You're a fucking joke, dude. You fucking suck.
I suck? What's this?
Dude, I saw the dirty move you did, you dumb fucking idiot. That's not even a real drifting, you fucking motherfucker. That's not even real fucking drifting, you dumbass.
Well,
That's called spinning out like a...
That's you driving.
No, that's you, dumb fucking
This is you, right here.
You
Look at
now
this.
shut the fuck up, idiot. You fucking suck, Nick.
You.
That's right. You suck.
It's you.
Hey, Nick, alright, if you're cut the video for a second.
This is you.
Hey, shithead, cut the fucking video, you little bitch.
That's you.
Hey, Nick, or should I say, Fergie the Frog, bitch.
Okay, tell me whatever you want.
Let me tell you something, dumbass. Like I told you this morning in my video, you ain't about my world. You wasn't never gonna face me anyway. You wanna know how I know? Cause you always have little bitches like scum ass, hard ass, no talent having ass.
Cyrax, you
No,
saw me.
you weren't.
My driving is
No,
smooth.
you weren't. Shut the fuck up.
My
No,
driving
you
is
weren't.
The
Shut your
Shirai are
uncultured
no
swine
Lin
ass up.
Kuei. That is
You ain't even about this way.
You've never even driven a
You're
car.
a joke.
You've never even driven
You're a joke.
I'm still. What's the drive? I'm better than you.
So one thing that Cyrax many times ago any troll that combats him, he's
Try
gonna
that
leave
again.
and then immediately join back for more just frivolous claims that really aren't really founded. Like he tries to defend his shitty racing, not once again his racing. It's always they're gonna shock us. So near the end of the
Yeah. Never happened.
Oh, bullshit. You know damn well I did.
I'm already better than you. I'm already better than you.
Oh, really? Then pull up the footage where I won 3 times in a row, back to back on Saturday.
What's your fastest time? Where is it? I looked for it and I couldn't find it. Well, then why don't we race?
Time goes short.
Round 2. I'm so much better than you.
About this life. You ain't about the car culture, bitch. So
it's amazing you played this for 10 years and you're so bad at it. You can't even drive for shit.
I'm more successful than you, nigga.
No, I usually bleep those out, but look how proud of himself he is when he said that. He really does believe every word he says. A little while ago, he broke down into like I think intended to be like a freestyle rap, but it sounded like a cheering thing, like Marty's a bitch, Marty's a bitch. He's constantly out here just making claims that he's a big shot, Marty's all his fame. It's classic Goblin. His anger is steadily increasing. If you notice, every time Marty attempts to show that racing footage, Cyrax really starts to go. And he does what he wants to see. He knows he's not very good. And it's startling because he's been doing this for years and years and years. So he can't see that he's gonna get one lap on the track around there. See, I'm not a racing fan. I know I